Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to talk today about an opportunity that you have at your job. So this is for folks who are in career. Wanted to share a lesson learned over the 30 years of my career working in primarily global companies, but I think this applies to anyone really at any company. It's something that, it's a pattern that I've seen, it's a pattern I've been a part of, something that has been taught to me by some great leaders that I've worked with. And whether you're working at your own business or you're working at a business, small business, medium size or large, it's this concept of doing your job and creating your next job, growing into that next job, pulling you forward to where you want to get to advance. And I wanted to share some of the time-tested lessons that I've seen that have helped people be very successful. And in my case as well, I feel like these things have helped me to be successful too. Some of the things that I've seen some of the most successful people be able to do is to know what to prioritize and how to spend their precious time. It's easy to get caught up in a lot of the tactical work of what your job is, right? What you must get done, what you've been assigned. And yeah, you've got to do that. But some of the most successful people that I've worked around, and I look now and I see where they're at, one of the things that they did was I realized that they prioritized 1 to 3 things that they would ensure that they concentrated on. They'd do their job, but they would gravitate towards these initiatives, towards solving these problems. And they did that by taking the time to understand that company's goals, that organization's goals, and then to understand how to be a part of it. The second piece to that is asking for the opportunity. Actually what I'd say the second piece to that is actually discovering what the new opportunities are. The second piece of that is discovering what the new opportunities are. What are those problems that are lingering, that are left unsolved, that no one's working on, but you hear talked about? They're probably complicated problems. They're probably no individual person's job. It might even involve the connection of 2 or more things, and therefore there may not be someone who's assigned to work on that particular thing. Keep your eyes open for problems to solve that are thorny problems like that. And it's most likely something that your manager or someone won't tell you that you should focus on. It's almost like a problem in need of someone to step up and say, I'll solve that. I'll take that on. The third is asking for that opportunity to go after that problem. Once you identify the problem, figure out a work back plan that you think could help solve that problem, and go present your plan. And then going with confidence, expressing a desire and a passion to be a problem solver. Problem solvers are really highly valued at companies. I want to share an example of this in my career, and I hope that it maybe sparks an idea for you at your job. So I worked at a large global technology company. It's a company with 70, 80,000 employees worldwide. I spent over 20 years traveling the world. That was one of my dreams and bucket lists, was to travel the world and install networks in hotels, because I love staying in hotels. And it's crazy, but in my career, that's actually what I ended up doing. So I remember I was a receptionist at a homeowners association management company. I'm kind of taking you back here. And maybe all of this is encapsulated in a recommendation to dream big. Don't undersell yourself. But I remember at that time, that was my goal. And I ended up working for a company where I traveled the world installing networks in hotels. And that gave me an opportunity to work inside a great company. I think I want to start over. I do need to just let this flow, but I need to be more crisp in how I'm communicating. Maybe I'll just use the